Get our first one off. At 2.8 mil. Okay. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be checking out Derieri versus Escanor. First of all, I'm going to put Derieri in the team as a support for Escanor. Check out his damage, how well he performs now. And then after that, I'm going to use Derieri greatsword as the DPS in my team to see how well she holds up. So first off, just so you know, Derieri is P7 now. I'm going to get the other copies in the shop. So I will have a P10 Derieri for future videos. It's really cool. It's my first P10. The reason I got her at P7 and stopped is because Escanor's P7, so I thought that was just fair, right? So for Escanor's build, just over 20,000 attack. I wish I would P10'd Elizabeth. She's so good. I wish I got her. I've got crit damage, fire attack, normal skills, all right, because it actually does hit pretty hard, but you'd really want some ultimate skill there. It is maxed, of course. I'm actually using the full Arachne Melody top. There might be, like, the Knighthood boss would be better. I'm so far away from that. And like, this is not bad. 5% crit chance, 15% ultimate move, 15% crit damage. Now you're probably wondering why I'm not using like the raid set. It's because he's just not going to have enough defense shatter for it to make sense. So like we would net what, 2% defense shatter here? 10% there, 12% there is 2% plus the rings was 7%. Actually 7% might be enough. You could always use my damage calculator on the website and just quickly throw that in there. You want to test out your own, because I hate changing gear. I change gear way too much doing all my damage tests. So I'll try to remember in this video, check out that 7% defense shatter if that works. Usually you want it on units like Merlin or a Derieri if she's at a certain potential, because at P9 she does get 15% defense shatter. Merlin gets what, like 35, 30. So that they're already at close to or way past the defense shatter threshold, so that's when it starts working really well. Same thing for time space junction. If you're using a character that gets a buff in here, then it totally makes sense to put Tyrannus on them. Otherwise they might not always want it. So Escanor's also got level 2 engraving, crit chance, crit damage, normal attack. Gotten a lot of normal attack on this guy. Merlin, she has level 2 engraving, the Untamed Roar set, and the Twisted Thought earrings. Not only for the burst efficiency, it does give ultimate move damage to other units as well. Elizabeth, level 2 engraving, magic charging efficiency here, magic charging efficiency on the pants, magic charging on the earrings. 2-piece gives you more magic charging on the ring. She gives a lot of magic. And then finally, Derieri. So level 2, I stop at level 2. I could push certain ones to level 3. Like I'll probably push her gauntlet one to level 3 because I'll have a P10 for the damage. But magic charging efficiency, this is good for support. She's got the full set here because somebody needs it. And then just random stuff, plus these boots, just to have her debuffs last a little bit longer. Now you could run the 3-piece on Elizabeth and then use the Dark Chaos earrings right here for more debuff duration, but that would mean Elizabeth's losing out on a bit of magic charging. So it's all a big balance, right? So I'm going to go to Galand for this test. We'll just try out here. I might have to jump into something harder. We'll see how much damage we're doing. Got no food or anything on, so this is completely naked test. There we go. Get Elizabeth in here, Merlin, and get the burst up for when we can swap, which is right now. Oh, I forgot to do the little ult there with Merlin. But look, I didn't even use my ult yet. He's already half dead. And 2 million. Okay. Now keep in mind, my Escanor doesn't have that much attack. 20,000 is not that great. So I'm going to do that one more time with some food, actually. Gotta make some more. I'm almost out. Always almost out. Now, I think back on my speed run thing for Galand, I'll try to include a little clip there if I still have it. I think I was doing like a 1.5 mil with a full setup with food and all that. And now I'm like easily doing 2 mil there. So it's a massive increase. Also, I can't remember if we had Elizabeth back then or not either. And I wasn't using Fire Burst. I was using a completely different setup. This isn't for speed. This is for how much damage can we do, right? So get that little ult off, and we have not even hit him with any skills yet. Okay. Oh, I couldn't even ult there. So we killed him so fast. Let's find somebody harder. So Derieri buffs him pretty damn good if we can't even test on Galand anymore. That's kind of wild. So let's go to the first mini boss in here. There, finally see somebody. Okay. So we're going to get our first strike off if I can get out of here. Boom, boom. Ah, he canceled RE. Don't think that's the one that applies the debuffs though. I think we're fine still. And the tag skill, I wish they would fix that already. It's so annoying. Okay, that down. Switch to Escanor. Get our Q off. Hopefully it pops up soon. Boom. And how much are we gonna hit? I think that was over 2 mil still on a much harder unit. I'll like pause it and so you can watch it back. But yeah, that seems pretty damn good. So, all right, now I'm gonna take off out of here and we're gonna try Derieri greatsword DPS. Okay, so this is the Derieri team to compare. I did give her a Black Flame Moon greatsword. I couldn't get it to 7 stars or to 6 stars. I just didn't have the resources, so I'm short on the SSR shards. Well, I got fire damage, crit damage, and normal skill damage. You would want fire damage, crit chance, and ultimate move damage, or you could also put in fire attack as well. Crit chance you really only need if your crit chance is low and you can't rely on other units like Daisy to reduce the enemy's crit chance and buff your own. So I effectively have, it's only 46%, but Daisy can do the -20 and then the +10. I effectively have 56%, or I have 56% effective crit chance. So I gave her the exact same armor Escanor is wearing because she's doing a lot of damage on her ultimate move, right? Plus this doesn't give us crit chance, crit damage as well. I did not change this. I'm just going to test and see if she does as good or like better than Escanor, then I will reroll this for damage. But right now it's not. Still P7 as well. Merlin is the same. I do need to get a better weapon for her here. I just kind of tossed this on her when I first got her and never really used her fire burst much. Same stuff as before. Elizabeth, same stuff as before. Daisy's got the 3-piece here, longer debuffs here, and no legs. We'll toss on a pair there. And Daisy will be using the Blazing Grimoire for me this time. So let's go check out Galand. Gonna eat some food and have at it. Forgot to get my turrets off. Hopefully they don't hit him. There we go. Elizabeth, Merlin, and then we'll see what she can do. Okay, Q, E, missed half of it, and ultimate. I only hit that once, it auto combo ulted. We gotta try that again. Sometimes my keyboard, I have a program on here to reject double inputs like that. I've got a highly custom keyboard that I made and it's a little finicky. Okay, so we'll try this one more time and then move on to the raid. Boom, 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 boom. That decoy is nowhere near close enough. That's okay. Well, the tag skill really messed him up. I didn't even get to hit him yet. That's kind of hilarious. Okay. Q, E. All right, and then the ultimate, which does, that was low. That was real low. What happened there? Could I try that again? I don't know what happened there. That hit like 200K. That something must have been off there. Maybe the big hit got blocked or something, but okay, see what this does. Boom. Yeah, it's getting blocked. So the same problem as Escanor. So the next hit you'll see will be when it actually doesn't get blocked. Okay, a Q and an E almost killed him again. A tag skill, a Q and an E almost one-shots Galand. It's absolutely wild. Okay, we got our hit here. I'll have to see what that is in post. I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. I mean, I kind of am. She can ult again, right? So she can kind of like spam her ults out. So I'm going to go to the raid where we can actually do something like that because her first ult will make the second ult hit harder. So I'm going to go hunt down a mini boss again. Okay, we got our gemstone golem again. My third time fighting him because the splashing around keeps getting redirected to some random freaking spiders. So annoying. And I am stuck right on. That's all I wanted. I'm getting upset if you couldn't tell. Okay, we have Derieri here somewhere. Q, E, staggered, ultimate, and very low, 350,000. It says we can do it again, but I'm hitting R, and you can't spam it because you will combo ult. We can do it one more time, and block to hell. Okay, so I'm either missing something or like I don't know what's going on. She has a lot of ultimate. She can spam them out, but they don't hit hard at all. They're very weak. which makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong. Because like on paper, this should be pretty strong. The ticks of damage it does add up to another 200% damage plus 30% of your remaining HP. So it's a lot of damage over time, and you can keep doing this and keep doing it. The cooldown is bugged. It shows it being able to be used, but it can't. There's an actual cooldown on it. You still have to wait those 10 seconds. So yeah, something's really off here. I feel like I'm missing something pretty stupid. So yeah, I just thought I'd make a video comparing them, and Escanor blows her out of the water, at least for like single hit. If she can get those 3 hits in on the damage over time, she's approaching him, but not nearly as good. Okay, so I was just making sure in here, and I noticed something odd. So I'll get off all my attacks in here, hit the ultimate, boom, boom, bop, 2 million, I think that was. Look, I can do it again already. I swear it was not working like that before. I had to do a little cut. My cat decided to go in front of the camera. So that obviously would help in an actual fight. I don't know why it wasn't letting me do that before, but it very clearly is letting me do that now. So get my attacks off again and alt, and I can do another alt right away. So she's hitting over 2 mil each time in here. So I guess to be fair to Escanor, we'll see here as well. So I'm pretty sure she was hitting just over 2 mil each ultimate in here. And we'll get all of our rotation down and see what Escanor hits in here. And if it gets blocked, that's going to be hilarious. Okay, fully charged Q, hit the E. Can barely see what's going on. Give it a second. The stacks are all still up, and hit the ultimate. And that was 5 mil. I'm pretty sure that was 5 mil. I can't see what's going on. Only you guys will be able to see it because I'll have it paused on the screen when I'm editing. So she has the potential to be better than him. The rotation is a bit longer. He's got way higher one hit potential, but she can stack up the hits more, because those hits we were seeing, like if we take hers and just times it by 3, she's hitting like what, 6, just over 6 mil, 6.6, something like that. Because I think she started with 2, then 2.2, and it'll probably be 2.2 again. So we'll do 6.4. And then Escanor was what, 4.9. They both do damage over time after though. So additional damage, 30% of the hero's remaining HP. Okay, afterwards inflicts damage equal to 2% of attack to enemies in range every 0.2 seconds for 2 seconds. So that's 10 hits, that's 20% of attack. So not very much. Derieri, on the other hand, 20% of attack every second for 10 seconds. That's 200% of attack plus 30% of your remaining HP. So I'll have to test if this is stacking each hit of the attack. It says each hit increases ultimate move or combined attack. So it looks like it's going to stack up. So she has much higher damage potential than him, but he has a higher single hit potential. So better for speedruns with him, better for content with her. So it just reinforces Derieri is going to be a beast. An absolute beast. I'm even gonna come here and grab my 2 copies of her and then have my first ever P10. Absolutely amazing. Got really lucky. 110 summons and then those 2 shops, and she's P10. That's absolutely crazy. So I'm happy with that. Okay, now just for the end of the video, re-rolled this. 1 roll, 17% crit damage. Still has some magic charging too. So we're gonna see how much she hits in here now. Okay, I left my towers over there so we can try to see the damage this time at least, because with fire burst and all the extra hits and like, it gets crazy, crazy, crazy. So see if we can lure him over here a little bit. Nope, can't. Q, E, ultimate attack, boom. Still on cooldown, eh? And another one, 1.9, and another one is 1.9. So I'm drawing a blank on why I can sometimes spam out the ultimate and sometimes I can't. I don't get it. Okay, got 1 ultimate. No idea how much that did. See, I can't do it. Still on cooldown. Some kind of an invisible cooldown. And I can do it multiple times here. Very odd to me. So it looks like I gotta mess around with her a bit more to try to figure out, like, I feel so stupid. Why is she able to do multiple ultimates sometimes and not other times? I don't know. I don't see it in her kit or her potentials. Something I'm just very obviously missing. Get our first one off. At 2.8 mil. Okay, get this one off. Gonna be lower because we don't have the blazing. Yeah, she's hitting over 2 mil. With the blazing, we'd be hitting over 3 mil. So that rotation would be 8 mil here. which is absolutely wild. So yeah, I'll try to figure out why that is. If I see it, I'll leave it in the comments. If you know, leave it in the comments, because I'm obviously missing something probably very obvious. Nothing about reducing the cooldown here. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere. I don't see it in her kit, her engraving, her potentials. So yeah, if you know, let me know. And yeah, hopefully this was insightful, that Derieri is probably a better fire DPS than Escanor in a lot of situations. So until next time, I will do a axe and a melee build next video, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.